It's really hard because I think because it's such a new technology and it's evolving all the time, it's very hard to play devil's advocate and really understand what can happen until it happens. And so in the case with Google and Google's Gemini, this is a case where they've tried to correct the issue of often AI platforms being trained on biased data, but they haven't actually thought about the intricacies of historical information. So what's happened is they've tried to make the data to be more diverse in terms of ethnicity and gender, which is a good thing. However, when someone's actually wanting to generate an image of something that happened historically, it wasn't very diverse then. And so what's happened is actually the AI system has tried to be diverse, but really depicting a time that wasn't so diverse. And that's where the criticisms come about.
It's so interesting, isn't it? And we have to be so culturally sensitive around these things. So how can Google ensure its AI models are more culturally sensitive?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I have to really think about, I guess, it is really playing devil's advocate and trying to preempt the kinds of prompts that people would be putting into the AI, asking it to generate all sorts of types of images and really training it on data that relates directly to that. It's very difficult because how do you predict what people are going to ask for? So I think they've tried to do it with making sure it's not generating sort of explicit images or violent images and things of that nature. But I think they really didn't think about the historical context when they were training the AI systems.
Yeah, historical context. Things move so quickly in this day and age, and Google's one platform. But Karen, what steps are the other tech companies taking to address the similar concerns?
I think they're learning. At the moment, I'm conducting research for the University of the Sunshine, and what I'm doing is actually speaking to owners of AI platforms and asking in terms of the context of strategic communication and how they're training. And I think a lot of them are trying to, as I said, preempt it, train on non-biased data. However, I think they're also looking to the sort of mistakes of other platforms so they can quickly go back and fix it. I think we're all in learning mode, and I think together collectively we'll be able to get through this and really come out the other end with a really high quality product that makes fewer mistakes. But we're just at the beginning. We're really just at the beginning of this technological evolution. AI's been around for a while, but having it so accessible to the public, I think that's where all this little pitfalls and issues are going to really arise, because we don't know what's going to happen until it happens.
That's exactly. It's so interesting, the learning process. I really like that. These restrictions for you, Karen, impact the development of future AI technologies?
I think it'll actually help with a better product. Above all, we want the content that AI generates to be correct and accurate, and that's one of the biggest downfalls of it at the moment is, and not just with generating images, but even text, it can often just make things up and hallucinate. And through my research as well, like that has been one of the biggest issues highlighted by everyone in my interview sample, just saying that really it's just this inaccuracy that is its downfall. Like there's others, but this is one of its biggest downfalls. And that's why a human is still needs to be involved to just check things before they actually send it out into the world.
And with that being said, what you said about being human and so many people having access to AI, how can users contribute to shaping responsible AI development? How can we help?
I guess it's a matter of telling the AI when it's wrong, even notifying the platforms, like what's happened with Google. It actually came about because users have generated historically incorrect images using the product, and so they've then let Google know. So I think it's a matter of informing the platforms. It's a matter of actually telling the AI when it gets it right and when it gets it wrong, because whenever we're prompting it, we're still training it on what we're actually inputting as well. And so I think they will be the key things, and of course the platforms themselves training it on correct data. But we have to be very careful as users as to what sort of data we put in there, because we often don't know how safe that data is. So that's just something else to look out for.
I'm sure we can talk about this all day, Karen. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much for the chat. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thanks a lot.